Retro Gamer Knee here. Alright, well, I know I didn't put out a gameplay here or anything. I'm really kind of just stuck right now. I don't know. I was just going to talk about some retro gaming again. I know about a year ago I did on retro gaming now and into the future. And if I remember right, I was just talking about where it would lead and all that. What would eventually happen with it. Like, how old am I going to be doing this for? Stuff like that. I just played through Super Mario Brothers: The Lost Levels. It was like 13 videos. Very, very challenging and tedious. Then I revamped Super Mario Brothers. I just felt like playing it again. I'm thinking about revamping the second quest. I have a thumbnail all set for it and everything to do the second quest again. Like, I don't know. And I have that Super Mario Sunshine show I've only made like 4 episodes on, and I kind of stopped because I got irritated with it because the camera angles were getting me and everything. I just couldn't really just deal with it anymore on that. I keep thinking I'm gonna pick it up and try it again. And the Sunday Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, I love that. I know I'm doing a lot of boring, just, killing the same monsters again and again and again because I'm bound and determined to get leveled up real quick. Which it can make the game kind of boring too if you're overpowering all the monsters, I guess. But I just rather be in good shape before I move on, I don't know. And I've made some trades with Discord friends. You've seen those videos. And I was really excited about a lot of that stuff I have. I love the Game Boy. Thanks, at Play More Games on that one. I really love that thing. And everyone else that made trades with me, it was very kind and generous. I really appreciate it. Dad Racer, Bilbo Baggins, Kiwi Lord, Virtual Eric, just did one with him. Thinking who else? Well, let me think about it. I don't want to miss someone. I said Dad Racer, Bilbo Baggins, Kiwi Lord, Virtual Eric, Play More Games. I think that might have been everyone. If I miss someone, just tell me in the comment box. That's the last thing I want to do is miss my friends on here, not thinking about it. I'm not reading a script or anything. I'm just, talking. But, I mean, anyone has any games they'd like to suggest to me? If I have the game, I can play it, of course. Something that you might want to see me try to do. I was thinking that Bram Stoker's Dracula for the Sega CD that Bilbo Baggins sent me. I tried it out. It's decent. It's a little hard to control. And he told me it wasn't the greatest game on the planet. But so go ahead and shoot that one at me while we're doing this trading. We'll work it out. And I can try to play that on camera. I mean, I get very far, but I'm fine with it, playing something like that. Something I don't know about. It's kind of nice to play something different than what I'm used to. Like me playing Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. I'm just sitting there blowing through everything and not hardly reading anything, not even giving anyone really a chance to read it in the, episode. Super Mario Sunshine Show. I should pick that back up. And I have actually considered reinstating Saturday Game Genie Frenzy. I was just kind of running out of stuff to use the Game Genie on. It was like a lot of work to find a game that the code actually worked. If the code doesn't work, I'm just going to be sitting there for a minute saying, oh, well, this didn't work. That's the end of it. That's why I still do like a Game Genie show here and there, and it's been a while. I think the Tyson's Punch-Out was the last one I did. That's been a couple months ago or so. I know I need to pick that up again, at least make another Game Genie show. But to do it once a week, it was like I was having to Google search a bunch of different codes, try a bunch of different stuff. And a lot of them just don't really work. It's hard to get them to, if it'll say it works, then it doesn't. Sometimes they tell you it may or may not work. It is fun to play around with that device, though. I give it that. I think what else there's to say? I mean, just sometimes I think I'm a has-been, you know, like I'm doing this and I'm just stuck in my youth. I'm stuck in a different decade and time here or something. And I mean, a lot of people are into this retro gaming stuff, you know. And it's expensive now to collect for it, you know, very expensive. It's really hard to get anything, you know, at a good price because that's the price. I mean, if I look, I have this, and I know it's authentic because it came from a video store, place called Video News. I need to open it and show the board. I mean, it's like new. I took all the stickers off this one and cleaned it up with some alcohol. So, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers 2, that's the one I played in that gameplay video I did. And this is going for $350 on eBay. I didn't realize I was sitting on that. And another one I just found out recently that I was pointed out was Sonic Adventure 2. That's going for well over $200 on eBay. And this is complete in box. I've been trading these off because my Dreamcast doesn't work that well. I mean, the disc, there you go. It's a little marked. It's got some scuffs, probably the normal stuff. You probably can't even see it in that, but it should work though. I've been trying them all before I send them to anyone just to make sure they play. Because last thing you know you want to get is something that doesn't work. You made a trade and you're looking at it like this thing doesn't even work, and why did they send it to me? So I make sure everything's working good. If I got to do any cleaning or whatever to get it going, and if I can't get it going, it was on that vampire game I sent to Dad Racer. I told him before I sent it I couldn't get it to fire up. No matter how many times I cleaned that cartridge with Q-tip and alcohol, I could not get it to fire up. So I let him pick out another game, and I sent him a bonus game for the Game Gear. And I told him I still sent him the vampire one if he wanted to try to get it going. Well, he did. He used Brasso on it, and I didn't know you could do that. But that'll completely polish those connectors, and he got it working perfect. And I guess he was telling me you have to clean it with a lot of alcohol after you use that Brasso. You have to get that stuff off of there. But what else did I really say? I mean, I was just kind of talking about retro gaming and my life with it. And I played these old games more in an adult age than I ever did as a kid. I've had more time on them now at this point. So, I mean, if anyone has anything to say, any suggestion you have of a game, I'm good with it. I was thinking of looking at some of my GameCube collection. I just had the lithium battery replaced in my GameCube. I took it to a GameSwap nearby me, and they swapped it out for $10. I had spent like $13 on the battery on eBay, but it's working now with that. I'm thinking Beautiful Joe. I can actually pull it out right now. If I can get down to the bottom here without making everything fall over. I wasn't good at this, so I never bought number 2. But I was thinking of maybe doing a play on that. And back then it was like a big deal because it was side-scrolling. And I liked that, but it was very, very hard. So I might do a gameplay on this. I probably won't beat it, but I might just play it on my channel. I was thinking about that as a good runner-up game. What else on GameCube? I got a ton of them. Turtles 2 Battle Nexus. That one's not bad. The original Turtles. I never got, I mean, to that one, to the Battle Nexus. I never got the third one in that series, so. Soul Calibur 2. Star Fox Adventures, which I played it, didn't get real far. I wasn't too amazed by it. I don't know. Maybe I didn't give it enough of a chance back then. There's just games I bought that I didn't play a lot of. Sonic Heroes, that was always pretty good. I know I beat that. I got F-Zero GX. I could do more Mario Kart Double Dash. shoot some ideas at me at Pikmin, which I never got very far with. That was a bit of a tricky one, but any ideas anyone has of me playing games on camera, let me know. And if you tell me in the comment box, I'll just start making a list on my Samsung Notepad on my phone here that I use for all this, and possible games that I could play, whatever. Anything will help. I've been coming up with stuff on my own a lot, and I just kind of got it a block here. I mean, Super Mario Sunshine Show, I should really pick it up. Last episode was like a half hour of nothing, of me trying to figure out where that shine sprite was. I think I'm gonna pick it up and try playing a different stage, try go after a different shine sprite, just do some different stuff. That's gonna be a lot to put that game all on camera, but you know, it was just an idea. I had to make a series out of that and try to play something a little bit more modern, at least in this century anyway. Anyway, anything anyone has to add to this, I mean, let me know in the comment box, and we'll go from there, and we can go back and forth on comments and stuff, and what you think of retro gaming and all that, and how's it going to keep going? How's it going to end up? Is all this equipment going to eventually just die out? Like it will just stop working one day and don't have it anyway and can't do it anymore? Hard to say. I've got a PS5 on its way right now. I ordered it for my 8-year-old and me. It's for him. I doubt I'll even hardly get to play it. He likes Fortnite, I know that on there. And yeah, he plays a lot of that. I like to try something else, like maybe Gran Turismo 7 I heard's real good. I don't want to get this thing and just start, finding a bunch of old games on it that I can play on these older systems and start putting it on that, or that's a waste. It's $450 with packs. And that was the Fortnite Cobalt edition I'm getting. It's on its way, it just hasn't gotten here yet. I think it's because the weather's a little bit, got snowy here today, and yesterday it was raining real hard, so see what I can do with that, because I'm really foreign to a new system. I know it's going to take a lot to set up, and I've heard all kinds of stuff you can do, remote play with your phone. I didn't even know you could do that. Play it someplace else with your phone and a controller hooked up to it. So like, my head is stuck in the 80s and 90s, literally. It just, anyway, any input anyone has, leave it in the comment box. We'll talk about it there. I'll leave it at that. As always, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.